Sarawak is rich in culture, heritage, and beauty. Its people have lived off the land for many generations. From oral tradition to communal artifacts such as pottery and weapons, martial arts, fishery practice, and food preservation, our daily practices in Sarawak have always been part of Sarawakian culture and tradition, regardless of race, ethnicity, and belief. These are some of the things that bind us. Rhymes, which is a form of oral tradition, are actively practiced and performed by the communities here in Sarawak. It's a method to communicate by relating the rhymes with reality, life experiences, values of norms, law, and cultural values. Rhymes are used by the elders to tell stories or folklore to their children or grandchildren about the tales told from their previous ancestors. Every ethnic has their way to tell their stories, which could captivate the listeners to focus on the message which was conveyed in the rhymes. For instance, the Melayu Sarawak oral tradition. The Melayu Sarawak community were associated with the Brunei Malay Empire and the Srivijaya Empire in Sumatra. The community are known for their wood carvings, silver and brass craftings, and the traditional Malay textile weaving with gold and silver thread. Bermukun is one of the oral traditions which are still practiced today.
Bermukun itu adalah tradisi orang Melayu di Sarawak. Diadakan waktu kenduri kahwin. Boleh juga lah kenduri lain pun boleh, asal kita mau. Macam ialah maksud bermukun.
The women are called Mak Gendang or Seh Gendang, whereas the men are called Penanda. Bermukun is a common performance seen during weddings or pengilan or official ceremonies.
Nang dah jadi budaya Sarawak bermukunnya. Pakai mengeratkan tali persaudaraan, pakai merapatkan tali keluarga, macamnya baju.
The Kayan community are also known for their oral traditions. The Kayan tribe is known for building their long houses in the northern interior of Sarawak, which is located on the Baram River, Upper Rajang River, and Lower Tuba River. The Kayan are also known as ferocious headhunters besides the Iban in the olden days. They are well known for their blacksmith and boat-making skills. The Kayan tribe are also known for their oral traditions, Parap.
Parap is it's a spontaneous poetic song whereby you have a lead singer and then you have a whole congregation of the longhouse people that we call the Habe. The lead would usually be Tukang Parap.
The Kayan community will welcome their guests of honor by composing the song in a spontaneous manner.
It is for happy occasions for us. It's a celebratory kind of song. You can sing it to praise somebody, sing it to appreciate the moment, or sing it to make someone else sing.
There are two parts of Parap, which are the verse and Nyabe. It is improvised on the spot by the soloist. It depends on the occasion or setting. Whereas for nyabe, the tukang nyabe will echo the song which was sung by the soloist.
It's an expression of your feelings of your gratefulness, so end of hours maybe, or weddings, or inviting the guests. It could be during your gatherings, even your own gatherings of friends, those kind of things. It is an entertainment, yes.
The Lun Bawang, known to be Highlanders of the northern region of Sarawak. The Lun Bawang community is traditionally known as agriculturalists, hunters, and fishermen. They are also called the Murut of Sarawak and closely related to Lundaye of Sabah, Kalimantan, and Murut Brunei. The Lun Bawang have their own rhymes known as buak, which literally means the sound of the mouth, and it consists of different types of rhymes, such as songs, epics, ceremonial chants, and nursery rhymes performed in special poetic language.
Buak is one of the three broad types of oral literature that the Lun Bawang possess. The three types are Sarita Mon, which means ancient stories. Then we have Laba, which are folk stories about men and animals and so on. And the third one is Buak. Buak, as defined by Ganang and Kren in 2009, a rhythmic rhyme chanted by men or women containing funny meanings or stories. Essentially, they have lessons, guidance, or information to impart to the listeners. Bulk of chanted or sung literature, regardless of style and contents, with a fairly long and content history and myth. It is characterized by specialized and archaic vocabulary.
Some popular buak practiced by the Lun Bawang community are Mumu, Benging, Ada, Arin, Tidum, and Uyu. Some of the words used in buak are hardly used in today's conversations. It is nicely composed with moral values and life lessons.
In the olden days, when the main occupation of the Lun Bawang community was hill paddy cultivation, which is a very laborious work, tedious, and then also you will be exposed to the elements of nature. Very, what do you call it, hot sun and sometimes rain. So people would be entertained by a person, a woman, who would narrate the mumu. So she would narrate the mumu loudly so that people could hear. So this is a way of how people could withstand the hot sun and some sort of entertainment to kill the boredom of working.
Rhymes are a symbol of identity and pride for each ethnic group of Sarawak. They are composed by our ancestors in unique and spontaneous manners to captivate the listener's attention. Our ancestors pass down these stories and folklore as is without changing the original meaning.
The Lun Bawang younger generation, they should avail themselves to the facilities and ways of how they should learn more about Buak and to promote and understand it.
People see this parab is it's art. For us, no, we sing it, we live it. It's a way of life. So having a part of you missing, you'd feel that there's a yearning. There's always a yearning in you there. I would really say go to your elders now. Whoever is still there that can sing, that knows how to sing, that knows how to explain to you. Although we don't have this teaching culture in the community.
Nenek mau ngajar seminggu sekali kah. Macam kami orang muda cik ada, ibuhlah kami meninggal contohnya. Kami pergi-pergi je ke depan orang bercari. Belajar baca, kita dah pandai sekali. Kita dah pandai sekali, cuk nyaman.
The sound and style of the person narrating the stories might be different. Each rhyme practiced and performed by each ethnic group in Sarawak is unique and a heritage worth preserving for our young listeners. These are some of the things that bind us.